No. All right. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا واجنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين. آمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين. I am extremely sorry for the delay, but I was traveling a long way. I could only make this much. Thank you for being patient with me and waiting for me. Now, straight away, section Jinn, verse 14, inshallah. Now, we have remembered, I hope that we keep repeating this, we are going to read the section Jinn, although the section in section Jinn, jinns are speaking in conversation with Allah and his relationship with the Quranic message and their response, and letting us know that they have believing jinns and non-believing jinns or disbelieving jinns, and they are corresponding with disbelieving jinns are whispering to disbelieving men, and believing jinns keep whispering to believing human beings. But when disbelieving jinns, as represented by Satan, when they whisper alone, because there is no other way in the creation of this universe that whispers to human beings that disbelief is justifiable, because universe is the witness for the truthfulness of belief. Human reality, spirit, or feelings, human heart, human mind represent or is the source of confirming the belief that this is true. And the Qur'an, the Prophet, they all really just inspire us about the truth. That is why we don't hear or distinguish between what the Quran is saying, what the prophets are saying, what the universe is telling us, what our human feelings are telling us, together with what believers among the jinns are telling us. They are telling the same thing in a harmony. So we don't know which one is really coming from an angelic side of the universe. So angels, especially Gabriel angel, revealed the revelation to the prophet, but at the same time, Gabriel angel is the chief angel representing the meaningful side of the universe. So we have really bombarded with the evidence to support our belief, but on the other hand, Satan is singled out to whisper us about his misleading options in order to enable us to choose among them. So in this course that we are reading now, and we have been reading, we have to remember that this section, Jinn, is not only for speaking to Jinn, but it is speaking to human beings through believing jinns. So exactly we discussed in our, I think, 4 or 5 sessions of our meetings in the introduction to jinn subject, which is very much abused or misused, misunderstood by the common people. Lots of stories have been made up through the history of the things that the people cannot see the reason, physical reason for some psychological disturbance, saying that this is obsessed by jinns, as the Prophet was accused of being captured or controlled by jinns, as they were accusing the Prophet as to be a majnoon man. It means jinn obsessed or obsessed by jinn person. So this is just public image that the people cannot really describe. The if you like abstract notion of it, or they call it metaphysical side of the creation, and attributing it to something in a speculative way. But we were sure that really all the meaningful side of the universe just represents the truth, nothing else. So in this also verse that we are going to deal today, 14, verse 14, section Jinn, the 72nd section of the Quran, وَأَنَا مِنَّا الْمُسْلِمِينَ وَأَنَّا مِنَّا الْمُسْلِمِينَ وَمِنَّا الْفَاسِقُونَ فَمَنْ أَسْلَمَ فَأُولَٰئِكَ تَحَرَّوْا رَشَدًا. So, and some of us have surrendered, and some of us have deviated, exactly like human race. Some of the human beings have surrendered themselves to the truth, accepted it, submitted themselves to the reality of their existence, and some of human beings have also deviated from their nature, just taking a prejudice or a biased attitude, saying we are not created, everything is happening by itself accidentally. This kind of claims, baseless claims, there is no evidence of accident in the universe. Everything is perfectly within an order, coming into existence, continuously changing within a perfect order. There is no way to justify this idea at all. Just throw it into garbage. So some of us are free to choose that, as that some of the jinns have free will. We discussed this because they are the counterpart of human beings without body. They are exactly like human beings, but without body. That is the only difference. We were really, I was sure in my understanding of the reality of jinn, not only through the Quran, because Quran says that jinns exist, but also without even hearing the Quran, you can look at the universe. It is created in a pair form. It means everything is created in pairs. Nothing is singled out. So everything has its opposites. So we wonder, what is the opposite of existence of human beings? Which kind of creatures they made? So we say that, okay, they may be something just opposite nature in their existence, but with the same qualities. Like we said, one of the side of the universe is universe consists of this gravity, they call it, but gravity has pairs again. One side is attracts, the other side is repulsed, but the power side of the nature of the power is the same, but opposite to each other. So jinns also exist in the same nature, but opposite to each other existence type, which human beings have, but they don't. That's it. That's the only thing. That is why they are given the free will as well. But disbelieving jinns are represented by Satan in the Quran. So Satan always whispers the negative, non-existent side of the existence. Non-existent, not there is no non-existent side of the existence, of course, but the non-existence things is provide us, or in order to provide us with the option to make a choice between two options. Truth is out there and falsehood is there, so I have to decide by using my free will to choose freely which one that I will follow. So there are among human beings as well as among human jinns to choose to follow the truth or to follow the falsehood, to deviate it. Qasitun. So we have to understand qasitun. What is qasitun? You know, qasita means to divide. So qassata. But when it is used in the first form, that's for Arabic language, qassata, it means really to deviate from the two, really go away from the straight path. So we have to understand the structure of the word, morphology of the word, qasitun, who have deviated. But don't confuse that. So the same, from the same root, we can have a word which is qasit. For example, qasim. So we understand that has another meaning. So those who have surrendered attained the right guidance. Now, this is an advice to us. So let's come here. We can really share this with you so that you can follow it. From there, I can follow from the notes, although I studied it on the plane, but still I have to see it to remind me. So let's go. First, verse 55. وَأَمَّا الْقَاسِطُونَ فَكَانَ لِجَهَنَّمَ حَطَبًا. It's interesting. Why is it interesting? But as for those who have deviated, they have become fuel for hell. Fuel for hell. Hatab is wood. Wood means really, wood represents the fuel for a fire. So that is why it is used here. Hatab. So that you are familiar with this one about the Qur'an mentions in the section Tebet, which it says, وَامْرَأَتُهُ حَمَّالَةَ الْحَطَبِ, and his wife is the carriers of the load of wood. When we studied that one, that section long ago, we said this: she is carrying the wood for the fire. That this is a symbol of Abu Lahab, the father of fire, will receive some excuses to burn his fire, so that in this fire, he and his supporter, in this case his wife, of course, this is the way of teaching. Somebody supports the unbelief or disbelief and tries to make excuses. He is represented in the Quran as a wife of the one who fabricates all false excuses to deny the message of the prophet brings to them or delivers to them. So but as for those who have deviated, in their deviation, they have become fuel for hell. It means the more they deviate, the more they make up, really fabricate excuses to deny the truth, they increase the fire, the pain of the result for themselves in this world as well as in the hereafter. Yeah, that is what the important side of it. Because when we say fire, Jahannam, we understand, of course, it is rightfully so, that it will happen in the next creation, after the destruction of, or after we die, after the destruction of this universe, there will be another creation. There must be so. I understand, and everybody agrees on it, because the purpose of this life, and especially the meaningful life of human beings cannot be reduced to this very, very short span of this world, which is not satisfactory for human reality, human feelings at all. So this temporary world cannot satisfy human nature at all. So we have to be realistic to understand that there must be a purpose going beyond the capacity of this universe. But at the end, the nature of this creation says, you will die. Get out of this flesh and bone, and you will be given another existence with another body, which is appropriate to satisfy the needs of infinite needs of satisfaction of human spirit. So that is understandable, because if someone has given me these feelings that needs infinite satisfaction, whoever gave it must be promising me that such an existence must happen. But in this world, there is nothing. But we understand from this word the nature of the way that the universe has been created. We understand that the universe has a creator, or must have a creator, who must have infinite qualities. So, well, it is very, very well fitting to the desires of my human feelings, which are created by this absolute being. So what do we mean? The most powerful one, the absolutely powerful one, has created within me the need. What is going on? It means he is going to create this by creating my free wills. It is promising me, he is promising me that there will be another creation where you will entertain and satisfy the desires, infinite desires of your satisfaction. Get ready for it. Don't deny it. If you deny that you are not going to be given because there is no purpose in your existence, then you won't be given. So those people who are deviated from the right path, they will carry their fuel for the pain of their future, in their future existence. And your mic is open. Would you like to speak, or just it was an accident?
Okay. It was an accident. I'm so sorry.
No, that's absolutely all right. We are human beings. we understand each other. Don't worry. None of us is better than the other. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Yeah, we can understand each other, as you were patient with me to wait for 20 minutes. So inshallah, we will recompensate that. Have 20 minutes for after 7. Inshallah. Let's go further. So what does it mean, carrying the fuel for hell? It means not only for in the hereafter. I keep repeating this point, but it is extremely important, mostly missing from the points of the view of the even believers. Non-believers never pay attention to it, because they condition themselves that they are not going to believe in the meaningful side of their existence. They will just they would like to treat themselves as body, or living body. We can call it as living animals, or speaking animals, or economic animals. Animal. Let them enjoy their choice. I don't feel that I am an animal, really. I use animals. I benefit from them. I look at them. And also, I really enjoy their being created in a beautiful way. So I am conscious, and animals are conscious within their own world. But I have consciousness which relates me to the rest of the whole universe. Everything is a matter of interest, a point of interest for me. The past is point of concern for me. The future is the point of really hopes or fear for me, depending on the attitude I take. That is why I feel that I am not an animal. I'm a little bit more than animal, maybe really, really more, much more than animal. So this side is my spirit. Because animals are living beings, they have some sort of feelings, definitely. I understand that they have many qualities, but I have my spirit, which is able to acknowledge the source of my existence, who is my creator. I ask that my consciousness is amazing, asks and looks for an answer, and my intelligence decides, no, this answer is satisfactory, no, this is not satisfactory, and let me know that whether I am on the right track or wrong track. So I am a completely different being. So in this world, when I see the evidence that if I make up some false, baseless claim saying that the things are happening by themselves, I don't see anything happening by themselves. Even I can't really explain myself that I existed by myself. It's no way to do that. It is no way to do that. Now, to accept it, to really submit to this claim. So how can I know that exactly? Yeah, I feel that there must be another kind of creation. I understand this. How about there must be, but will there be? Yeah, really? Is there any evidence that it will be? It will happen? So I come back to myself and feel that if I make up an excuse, I realize that it is just an excuse. My feelings do not get satisfied with it. Don't get my feelings, do not get satisfied with it. That is number one. Number two, if I am on the right track, I feel happy. If I do something approvable by my nature, I feel happy. I want to show it to anyone, share this feeling with others, and I am proud of it. Whereas when I do something wrong, it contradicts my human nature, I feel ashamed of it. I don't want anybody else to see it, to know it. And within myself, I feel in trouble. I'm in trouble. Why? I did this. I shouldn't do that. I should not have chosen this way. How careless I was. How thoughtless I was. So I am in between happiness and feeling pain. So I experience it now. When I tell a lie, I'm not happy. I know I'm telling a lie. I may get some benefit from it, just worldly, material, bodily benefit from it, but the pain of the result of taking people's rights and unlawfully appropriating it to my interest or putting it within my interest area, so that, yeah, I materially like it, but psychologically feel that I'm doing something wrong. So the torture, the pain within me tells me that the result of your wrong choices, which contradict, these choices contradict your nature, contradict the reality out there. That is why you feel pain. This pain is the proof in my head, in my understanding that, oh, of course, my feelings are infinite with no end. So the punishment of this pain will continue with no limitations or no limit But in this world, everybody dies and becomes equal when they die, as if the best person, most honest person, and the worst, most cruel person become equal. It is unacceptable. For example, there is a nice man here, and another man transgressed his right, insulted him, took his properties, damaged his body, hurt him, maybe killed him. Will be equal? No one accepts this. Everybody wants the criminal to be punished and the innocent one to be rewarded. Everyone, every human being, even the atheists, they cannot accept obvious injustice, but whereas in their understanding of the universe, they follow and they commit crime against the right of the creator by denying it and by saying that he's created. No, there is no creation. It happened by itself. Come on, there is no owner of this universe. What are they doing? They are stealing, denying the ownership of the universe. And they say it happens by itself. As it is their free property. You can use it as you want. You know, the universe is free, nature, meaningless, mindless. So there is no owner. So I have no responsibility. I can do anything what I want to every kind of creatures, to immaterial things or material things or animate beings, inanimate beings. Why? It is natural to happen. For example, go and do anything to a tree or to an animal. Why? It is a natural, accidental being. What does it matter? But they say, we have human feelings. There you are. Human feelings? What are you talking about it, man? Is it a matter? No. What are you talking about, human feelings? It contradicts about human feelings to hurt a cat or dog nowadays. Mostly mentioned, practically everybody has a pet of dog or cat or bird. Those beautiful birds. So I feel offended, they say. When I say, for example, if somebody says, you are a stupid man, no, you cannot insult me, I feel offended. What? Feel offended? Feel, what is that? Where is it? Where is it? In your brain? So there is nothing there. What are you talking about? But it tells me, what does it say? It speaks. The way the brain function speaks that definitely something spiritual, meaningful side, which has no matter at all, must exist, and it does exist. So if they deny this, although in their practical life they live with the spiritual side of existence, meaningful side of existence, they follow their feelings, but when it comes to interpreting the creation of the universe, existence of the universe, they just really make up lots of stories. So we understood that these news that we learn from verse 15, they become fuel for hell. It means everybody brings his fuel to his hell, or everybody brings his pleasure, enjoyment to his paradise. That is how the word is constructed. Alhamdulillah. Now we are continuing, inshallah. Now, verse 16. I will ask for a permission for 10 seconds. Inshallah, if you don't mind, 10 seconds, nothing more. So I am back. Yes, so it's Alhamdulillah. It took less than 10 seconds, inshallah. So 16 is أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وأن لو استقاموا على الطريقة لاستقيناهم ماء غدقا. So first of all, the translation is, if they had taken to the right way, we would have saturated with the water. That's interesting. First of all, this is very misleading for Arabic students. وَأَن لَوْ اسْتَقَامُوا, لَوْ as if looks like a verb. It's not a verb at all. It is just and low. It means and in. It means if. Low means also, or in this case, if. Low also is if. So low is structure in Arabic, which means if. Istaqamu, they had taken to the right. Istaqamu, straight away, according to human nature, according to the reality of the universe, without deviating. Ala tariqati, on the to the right way. Of course, we know that tariqa is the way, sirat is the way in the Quran, which sorry, let's not go there yet. Ala tariqati, getting on the way, it means no, I'm going to do it. I am on the right way. I am on the way coming, or this kind of language we use in English as well. So ala tariqati means on the way. Way of what? Going and reaching the source of existence of the universe, connecting myself to the source of the existence of the universe. It means connecting myself to the creator of the universe, God. So, ala tariqat means attaching their existence to its creator, without deviating here and there, making swerving here and there, or swinging here and there, straight to God. It is very easy. This way is not difficult, is not long ago. In fact, it is extremely short way. How come? You know, do people find it hard to connect themselves with God? Of course, we are neglectful. We just forget about our connection to our creator, and we imagine that the creator of the universe is the one who's beyond, far beyond the universe, above the universe, somewhere far away. You know, human beings are not able to really reach out to the end of the universe, which is impossible, by the way. We always remember that it is impossible because of the construction of the universe in such a way that it is amazing. We cannot get out of it. So no one can say that, oh, yeah, I got the end. So physicists talk about that is the beginning of the universe 14 billion years ago. So what happened before? I don't know. Before the existence of the universe, there is non-existence. Non-existence doesn't exist, by the way, because that is why it is called non-existence. If something doesn't exist, what are you talking about? Here is non-existence. There is no non-existence. What are you talking about? Don't be logically contradictory. It is not really appropriate way of thinking for a human mind. So for these are just absurd speculations, make-up stories, fabrications. I mean, I'm not saying the universe has 14 billion years ago. I don't know about 40 billion years, but definitely the universe needs to be created. So there must be a beginning of the creation. But from my side, beginning of the creation, as far as it is absolute creator is concerned, there is no beginning, there is no end. Everything is just as a result of his will to exist or not to exist. That's it. So it is not difficult for me to explain the case, and I don't bother about the beginning and the end. And I say, whatever you think that beginning and the end and inside of the universe, outside of the universe, these are all the concepts that we are imagining. In fact, there is existence and there is a creator who willed this universe to exist in the way that I am experiencing, and I exist a part of it within the universe. So that is very short connection between, or short tariq, to short right, al-tariqa, the right way. It's because the tariqa means the road, the way, the road, the way, tariqa. So tariqa, this is same tariqa is a kind of emphasize in the word. So the real tariq, a tariqa is the real way that every human being should be on it. So that is Arabic grammar. Don't confuse your mind. Don't bother if you are not interested in learning Arabic. So that is one side of it, not tariq, but not why tariqa. If someone wonders, it emphasizes on the word, the meaning of the word. That is one side of it. There are other meanings, but in this context, emphasis. So, in the createdness of the things, when you understand, then you understand that at this moment, let me talk on my behalf. When I realize and understand that at this right moment, I exist. And in order to exist, my existence is dependent on something else, because I know that I found myself as existing. It means I have been given existence such and such years ago, so and so years ago, and before that I wasn't in this form. And especially right now, I exist as I am right now, and I was a different person yesterday. So I have been given existence right now, so that it is the necessity of the human reasoning forces me to say, who is given existence to me right now, in my position, in my form, in my created qualities within me that I am enjoying, I am using them, my eyes, my ear, my feelings, my mind, my consciousness, all of them are operating now. So what is the source of my existence right now? If I am honest enough to confirm it, then okay, let me not confuse something attracted my attention on the bar, so not to confuse it. Let's go further. If I confirm that it needs an existence right now, as it is a newly created, that is very important, underline that, maybe double underline it. It is newly created, so it is newly created by a creator who is willing to create it in this way. Oh, belief in God comes in. The creator must exist. Why? Because my creation is fresh now. Just now it is being created. This now is extremely important, but I keep saying that it is missing this kind of fine points in reasoning, missing in the language of the Muslim believers, Muslim people in general, believers in God. Right now, I am created, and in my existence right now, I acknowledge my creator right now. So I don't have to travel, go to the end of the universe and say that, oh, what is beyond the universe is the creator. No, I don't know. There is nothing beyond the universe. It doesn't exist, because I can only imagine what is beyond the universe is my imagination. What I understand that, I will repeat this phrase. It is very important for me, and I really appreciate the value of this phrase. in my createdness and new createdness, right now, my consciousness confirms that somebody is creating me right now. Something is creating me right now. This something is ghaibi. It is not a created being. It is the source of existence of my being right now. It must exist, and this belief is belief in ghaib, which means not matter. So I cannot really show it physically to you, present it to you in a palpable way that you can examine it in the lab. No, it's not a matter, it is the creator. So creator must exist right now because he is creating the universe anew right now, creating me anew right now in a new form, So that is why the tariqah, which is the right way as it is described here or translated here, right now, a right way means very short way. It is not difficult. You don't have to get tired of imagining the creator. You cannot imagine, by the way. Your imagination is limited with the qualities of this universe. The creator is, by definition, the creator of this universe. How can you describe the creator of this universe with the same qualities with the universe? It is contradictory. As we keep always saying that, you know, the engineer of the universe cannot be describable within the qualities of the engineer of the computer, cannot be described within the concepts of the computer, as likening it to a part of the computer. It is a completely different existent being. It's a human being, must be a human being. So I cannot, as a part of the computer, I cannot imagine which kind of existence the engineer must have. But I believe in ghaib. It means there must be an engineer. That is absolutely perfect belief. There must be an engineer, this conclusion. So this is the tariqah. So whoever has taken to the right way, we would have saturated with the water. What does it mean? Now, what is it to do with water? Come on. And now we will give this person, this human being, water, saturated with water, on, feed him with water. Why? Qur'an speaks now. Let's be a little bit comfortable now. Qur'an speaks to human beings with his concepts, human concepts. So what does giving water to something, to human beings, to an animal, to a plant? Plant is more observable, and you can see when you give water to the plant, it grows. Yep. Can you stay without water, taking water for how many days? I don't know. I haven't. I wasn't created to try for how many days I can stand without water. So, inshallah, God will not put us in that difficult position. So I believe it is unbearable for after 1 or 2 days. So giving water. Water is employed in this universe to be a means of growth of something, continuation of life. So that is what the Quran says. Ghadaqa, it means really plenty of water. So we would have saturated, if they had taken the right way, we would have saturated with the water. It means we will support it. We will give him pleasure of belief in their heart so that they will be comfortable in their submission to the Creator, saying that the universe is my home. I am a guest here. The host is so generously created and provided and prepared everything before even I was invited in this world. So I am a lucky, very, very, very lucky and grateful guest in this home. And the more I remember, I keep remembering the following verse will mention that, the more I keep this understanding alive in my mind, alive in my feelings, the more pleasure I will get, because God's favor to encourage me, in order to encourage me, he gives the pleasure of belief. On the other hand, for those people who choose to deny the Creator, God gives them pain, so that hopefully they will understand and realize that meaninglessness does not really help to satisfy human feelings. On the contrary, meaningless. You are doing something meaningless. Somebody forces you to do something meaningless. Do you feel happy? I don't. I don't. Why? Meaningless is not human. We are created with this sense that doesn't like meaninglessness. But describing yourself as an existent being who has no meaning in its existence makes you meaningless being, purposeless being. Why do you bother? Why do you do anything? Why don't you commit suicide? There is no need. At the end, you will die. There is no purpose in your existence. Why do you keep struggling to get over the problems of this life? Why bother? Oh, I don't want to commit suicide because I am enjoying my existence because of my belief. I know that everything is meaningful for me, provided for me. So I am happy with my existence. So I enjoy it. I prefer to continue experiencing this happiness, pleasure. Also, I don't want to die. Also, I'm pleased with my existence. But I ask those people who don't believe, if you have no reason to exist, no meaning in your existence, why do you live then? Why don't you commit suicide? No, I don't. Apparently they don't. Not every disbeliever commits suicide. By the way, some does, some do. The meaningless life becomes unbearable. They commit suicide. Unbelievers committing suicide is doing something justifiable because it goes along with their choice. Instead of living meaningless in a meaningless way, they prefer not to live. That makes sense for unbelievers. But for believers, well, there's no need to wait, even to imagine that I will choose to commit suicide. Impossible. Why? Even if my body has nothing, no food, nothing to really enjoy it, still I want to exist because I have my hope. The one who created me with this need definitely will provide something for me. Unless the human beings prevent, they have the free will to prevent it or not to prevent it. So that my struggle will be with other human choices. Not with my creator. Creator guarantees the food. Everywhere is full of food. Go to any grocery, full piles of food. But they put a price on it beyond my capacity. I cannot have it. Although I created it, but they say, you cannot have it because you don't have the money for it. So I cannot accuse the creator. I accuse myself because I don't have money. Why? I didn't work for it. I didn't struggle for it. That is what I don't. But if it happened that somebody prevented me from working, although I prefer to do it, so that this person is the cause of my hunger, not God. We shouldn't confuse. For example, they say, this is such and such country, X country. No, no one else can come here. Only the people who are here, which are called citizens, benefit from the opportunities of this land. But this land produces more than what the people who are living here need. So it means remove the boundaries. Let other people come and join it. So why are you selfish? Unfortunately, this freedom cannot be really appreciated by the people of this time. They say they already indoctrinated in their mind that boundaries of the countries are legitimate. These are artificial. We have to know that. So human beings must be free to go here and there, and whoever works will gain. Whoever doesn't work will be deprived of because of what they want, because they are not really struggling for it. So let's come to the last word before we close today's lesson. لنفتينهم فيه ومن يعرض عن ذكر ربه يسلكه عذابا صعدا. So as a test, I explained this test opportunity to choose for them. Not which way you are going to choose, this way or this way. Usually, and for me, they translate this fetene, it means the original word of it, fetene, fitna, as well the noun form of it. Anyways, this is called test. Leneftinehum, definitely we will test them as a test. What I understand this test is not that we understand the test the teachers give to students. This is a test that means, oh, what shall we do? God is testing me. No. Testing means giving the opportunity to choose between A or B. Which one? So this opportunity, when you are here, what shall I choose? It seems to be a test, but it is an opportunity to choose the right and enjoy it, to avoid the wrong. So avoiding the wrong mistake is also a source of pleasure, because I said that was a wrong option. I didn't choose it. So I have chosen the right one. So I am happy now because I didn't contradict the reality of my existence. This is called test, beliyeh, in other words, in the Quran. They keep translating it as a test. I don't like it. As a means of education, as a means of training myself in this world so that I can improve my ability. Ultimately, it means the opportunity to choose the right one so that I will increase my happiness. Oh, as if you are given two options. One of them is absolutely stingy, dirty looking food. The other one is pleasurous, very tasty, delicious food. And you are in front of him and then say that the owner of the restaurant is testing you. What a beautiful test. Because it is an opportunity that I will say, take this stingy thing, stinking, man, take it away and give me this delicious food. It is just an opportunity to choose. So we have to understand that we are always continuously given opportunities to choose for us, for human beings. So what is that? Whoever turns away from the remembrance of their Lord. Now, we have to be careful. The word is an zikri rabbihi, Rabb, not an zikrillah. Why? Of course, every word, if you study, or those who study the Quran, they are amazed by the structure of the language of the Quran. Every single word is deliberately chosen just to hit the right point, target. So sometimes in zikrillah, sometimes in zikr rabbi. In this context, zikr rabbi, it means remembrance of his Lord or their Lord, because the structure of the sentence is singular, but meaning is general. That's why the translator said, from the remembrance of their Lord. Meaning-wise, literally, his word. His Lord. And now, God is the concept who created the universe, whereas Rabb is the concept which is very frequently used in the Quran as God describing himself as the Lord, Rabbul Alameen, the Lord of the universe. What does it mean? Lord, some people say sustainer of the universe, owner of the universe, or the one who is taking care of the needs of the universe, maintainer of the universe. There are many words, and all of them are included in the word Rabb, which is commonly used in English language, because Christianity used this word Lord almost all the time. And some of them refer to Jesus, but this is not our subject now. So it's not our concern what the people choose, how to describe the Lord. We just really try to understand the right way of understanding the word Lord, or Rabb in English. So you know that in Jewish tradition also it is called Rabb, and Rabbi is the word really driven from this original word. Again, Rabb. In Arabic, Rabb. So Rabbi means the one who takes care of the Jewish community. Exactly the meaning in the form of or in the context of a human being taking care of the needs and maintaining the needs of the Jewish community is called Rabbi. But in Islam, the Lord, not only a certain type of people, not only believers, not only Muslims, definitely not. So, Rabbul Alamin, the one who maintains the whole universe. So, whoever remembers his Lord, it means who has given me existence, who is taking care of my needs, maintaining, sustaining my existence, and also keep renewing it, and also providing the need for the renewed form of existence. Everything is taken care of by him, under his control. Whoever remembers this, keeps in his mind, I am here, of course. The fact that I exist definitely assures that I have a creator who is taking care of my needs. All sorts of, in my existence, there is I. There are eyes and ears and mind and consciousness, remembrance, or the power of remembrance. So my body is here, my organs of body are working, my feelings are really smelling, hearing, all of them are taken care of perfectly. So I am okay. I remember my Lord. I am taking care of. I am not creating anything. I am just asking to create for me by choosing from among options. For example, sitting here and doing nothing, I prefer to speak, to share with you my understanding. So he will subject him, this person, keep remembering his Lord. Remember that you are taken care of by your owner. Never forget that. So if you do that, he will subject you to an increase. Oh, sorry. If you don't do it, and whoever turns away, from the remembrance of their Lord, he will subject him to an increasing suffering. Now we have to see the relationship between the first verse on the screen and the second verse. Whoever keeps the straight path, straight way, he is saturated with the water, increased his happiness, because water is the source of continuation, growth of one's existence, especially in the more apparent in the existence of the plants. So it is increasing the happiness there. Now, if someone turns away from, it means doesn't remember his Lord, he will subject him to an increasing suffering. So both of them are increasing according to the way. For example, let's say somebody is taking a wrong way and keep driving. He is really going far away from the truth. Somebody is taking the right way and keep driving. Let's say somebody is going to, I don't know. Let's say where I come from today, Wisconsin. All right. I'm going to Wisconsin. I'm on the right way. The more I go, the closer and to the destination, and I'm happier and happier. But I intend to go to Wisconsin, but I take the wrong way. The more I go, I'm going away from my destination. It means I am just increasing. By driving, I am just increasing my pain, because going away from my satisfaction. So the world is not static. We have to understand. Word is not static. Oh, there's something. Yeah, okay. Anne said he must leave. Okay. The word is not static. Our existence is not static. Our pleasure is not static. Our pain is not static. It means either decrease or increase. So if we are on the right way, it increases. On the wrong way, it decreases. So don't expect, I am a believer, I am the happiest man. No, keep remembering the necessities of your belief. I am, somebody is disbeliever, God keeps him, keeps increasing his pain, so that come back, you are wrong. That is the manifestations of the compassion of our Creator. To increase the pain of the misbelievers or unbelievers is manifestation of mercy. We have to see manifestation of mercy, because if someone is doing something wrong, you keep saying that, don't do that, don't do that. Hey, man, don't do that. You increase your voice if he doesn't stop. Why? Because bothering, taking care of his benefit. That's why you are fighting, shouting. That is the example of it. But if someone is doing something wrong, you say, well done, go ahead, man, go ahead. I will give you more reward. I will give you more reward. The better you do, the higher degree you will have in your happiness. That is also the result of mercy. At the end, we can conclude today's discussion as whatever happened in the universe is nothing but the manifestation of mercy. So the verse, this very famous verse, وسعت رحمتي كل شيء وكل شيء وسعت رحمتي. Our verse is this way or this way. وكل شيء وسعت رحمتي or وسعت رحمتي كل شيء. Anyway, my mercy invaded, spread out everything. Pain in denial, doing something wrong, is mercy. Pleasure in doing something right is mercy. That is always mercy all the time. Thank you very much. These are wonderful verses. May Allah give us another opportunity again, or let's say, may Allah give us another test opportunity to choose next Monday and also tomorrow and on Saturday to have this, to share this beautiful news, very truthful, very satisfactory news from the message of our Creator. Thank you very much. Okay, Afshan says, thank you. Today there was no comment, nobody spoke. Inshallah next time. Inshallah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim. وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.